Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Fadli Hakim Binanga, and I will be your today's moderator on the panel discussion with the topic of importance of creative and critical thinking for future graduates. So I would like to invite the panelists, which are Mr. Islan, Mr. Muiz, and Mr. Faras, to give their opinions and point of view regarding this topic. So firstly, I would like to ask to one of the panelists. So, in your opinion, what is the definition of critical and creative thinking? So maybe one of the panelists, Mr. Islan, can answer this question.
Okay, for me, based on my personal opinion, creative is an ability for an individual to generate some ideas that capable to solve a problem in a situation. While the critical thinking skills is defined as a skill that you need to adapt or to overcome a critical situation that require a immediate solution. I think that is my opinion.
Okay,
And for
so
me,
sorry.
can I continue?
Oh yes, please.
I think for me, this is very essential for all the fresh graduate and employees to seek for the jobs. And as due to the rapid growth of the human population and the technology, the demands of something regarded all in business or education or even public speaking, it is essential for all the fresh graduate and employees to have these skills.
All right. So, do the other panelists have other opinions regarding the definitions stated by Mr. Islan?
For me, in my opinion, creativity thinking is a way of looking at the problem situations from a fresh perspective to conceive of something new or original. Critical thinking is the logical sequential discipline process of the rationalizing, analyzing, and evaluating and interpreting information to make informed judgment and decision. And then individuals who have a critical thinking tend to be more able to analyze an idea or ideals well and be more specific. Currently, several large companies have implemented critical thinking points as an assessment material to address labor issues and evaluate an employee's performance.
Okay, so I think that's enough for the definition. So I would like to introduce the problem for this topic. So due to the increasing job expectation, employers now are looking for graduates with creative and critical thinking skills other than good academic qualification. So I would like to know what are your response and point of view regarding this matter. So please, Mr. Muizuddin, can you give your point of view regarding this?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hakim. So, as we can see now, many fresh graduates are stunningly ill prepared for the workforce without we realizing it. So, industry players look for the fresh recruit who possess critical thinking skills and breadth of knowledge that comes from understanding not only how to perform a given task, but the reasoning behind it. However, employers in this country generally feel there is a gap in graduate skills, suggesting that universities do not necessarily provide enough opportunities for students to develop abilities critical to the labor market. So I think that's my opinion to the statement.
Okay, so the others, could you add something? Or would you like to add something to that? or you have different opinions with Mr. Muizuddin? Okay, Mr. Islan.
I think I'm in the same page with Mr. Muiz because the university did not task, did not train their graduates or their students to be effective in critical thinking skill. They just only follow up the old syllabus, which is we need to improve the syllabus or academic value evaluation in order to produce more better employees with better creativity and also good critical thinking skills.
Okay, so the main pressure point is that universities didn't provide enough training for future graduates in regard to creative and critical thinking. So, Mr. Faras, do you have any thoughts and point of view regarding this?
Regarding this, I have opinion about why employees have to critical thinking. The first is when the employees go to work, they can easily find solution to the problem faced. Of course, problems will always exist everywhere, including in the work environment. By having a critical thinking, we can communicate the problems at hand. The second is encourage a more creative person. Getting used to thinking critically will also make employees think creative, rational, and clear in making decision. In addition, it will also be easy for the employees to have a bright ideas and can boost the career at work. I think that's for me. From me.
All right, so what you meant was what potential employees can do to prepare themselves for the preferred skills, right? Yes, so maybe Mr. Muizuddin can add up to that point. What
Sorry,
have Mr. Faras?
can
Yeah,
you can you
maybe.
repeat the question?
Okay, so I would like to know uh, what is your opinion on what potential employees can do to prepare themselves for the creative and critical thinking skills.
Oh, so there are some preparation for the employee for the preferred skill. First is they need to prepare for effective interpersonal skills, where interpersonal skills are at the heart of effective teamwork. We need them to communicate and interact with people. So underpinned by strong listening and communication skills, they guide, among other things, the way we relay an instruction, listen and provide feedback, and also manage difficult people and understand their concern. And lastly, translate complex information into simple terms. So they need to apply this skill for their preparation to the preferred skill.
All right. So, Mr. Islan, so in your opinion, what can future employees do to improve their critical and creative thinking skills?
I think in order for us our to generate our creativity or to improve our creativity is based on the situation that we're dealing with. So for me, the future employees need to be in variable of multi variables of situation, which allow them to gain more knowledge and idea. So it will generate a better creativity thinking skill. And for the critical thinking skill is can also be done from doing research or or asking their apprentice. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you. So maybe I would
Okay,
like to
I will.
conclude. Okay.
Okay, I will add more my opinion, more perspective about regarding
All
this.
right, please do, Mr. Faras.
So to prepare the for the creative and thinking skill before entering the world of work. So the employees must be can practice many skills such as active in participating in an organization or an event. So from there, prospective employees can train their critical thinking and creativity. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, that's all. So I think I will conclude this panel discussion. So in conclusion, creative and critical thinking skills uh, is an important qualifications that are needed for employees to obtain a job or to secure a job, because the job expectations now are rising at an exponential rate. So, however, universities didn't provide enough training for students to improve their creative and critical thinking skills. Therefore, the students and future employees needs to prepare themselves for the creative and critical thinking skills, for the creative and the critical thinking skills. I think that's enough to conclude our discussion. So lastly, are the panelists would like to add any other things? No? All right, so I will end the meeting here. Thank you. Thank you guys for giving your opinion regarding this matter.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone. Have a nice day.